everybody.
All righty, let's get this going. So I guess we wait until some people get here to announce anything.
Okay, yeah. So you're not repeating, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to be working on Reptar. So what I will do is I will go. Oh, you're big. There we go. Hey, somebody got here. Who was the first?
Speak.
Live
Who
viewers.
walked out in front of us? Oh, hi, Tater.
Tyler.
Yep. Con mom. It sounds like I'm a con artist when you say con mom.
Alrighty. So yeah, we're going to be working on Reptar. His back over here, the stitching down this side is like kind of started coming free. I started playing with it earlier. You can kind of see the thread there. I'm not sure how well this is grabbing that thread, but it's coming undone and it looks bad. So, but I'm going to try to save as much as I can because the less I have to resew, oh God, is the better. Actually, that part don't look horrible. It's mostly this top. And this side over here has some loose spots. So I'm going to try to tighten up the loose spots and restitch whatever I got to. I already pulled out the sewing box over here so that I can sew whatever I did. It doesn't have a good edge, and I can't fix. So let's see. I'm going to.
Well, while he's figuring that out, I'm going to be also picking all the little cattails out of Reptar's tail from Powerhouse in June when we were there, and he got second place for Reptar. Reptar got a lot of stickers in them, so I got to pull all those out. Got my handy dandy tweezers and some handy dandy pliers to get the really super stuck ones out.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be a fun night.
And you got yourself a little tray to keep them all neat so they don't end up on the carpet.
Yes, I have a little tray. I've already started a little bit, so.
And then at the end of the thing, she might have to bounce out, but we're going to build some blueprints, and we have a new segment there too. So we have our Reptar model here, which has little work fingers. But we're going to draw the blueprints for the skeleton.
Now, how did you acquire said Reptar, honey?
We 3D printed this. And it came out mostly good. The supports left a little bit of artifacting on his chin. Took one of his teeth with it. And did not do a great job at supporting the fingers. But I'll actually throw me up there. Hey, I'm big. Okay, there we go. We have a second. But yeah, the finger there, you can see one of them shifted. Two of them didn't print really. You can kind of see those there. There you go, that's a little better. Yeah. You can see where it shifted on the middle finger, and the other two on the other hand didn't print. They actually were like little spaghetti curlies coming off this fingertip. So, yep. And I'm going to go to this view. I'm going to...
That print line. Yeah, it is pretty awesome, except for the slight malfunctions, but you only notice that when you're up close. If you hear rustling in the background, I'm in the living room and Bruce is making his food. And the kitchen is adjacent to the living room. Oh my goodness, these are so sticky. So yeah, guys, for or Tyler, since you're the there's two watching. Cool. Tater says hi, Bruce.
Hi.
He says hi back. I don't know if you heard him. Let's see. So yeah, why I might leave early is because I have a board meeting with Sat Geeks because I'm on the board and we have stuff to talk about, stuff to do. Okay, you heard him. Cool. So, is the music actually playing in the background? I don't hear anything. I don't even hear you, but it doesn't even say you're muted. That's weird.
Now you can hear me, huh?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay, so I guess I have to keep this one up there. So let's go back to this view.
Okay.
Because I guess I have to keep that one up there because I'm using the mic attached to that one.
Okay.
I can't be unseen. But you know what I could do?
Huh.
I could go, boop, unicorn.
Yeah, I can still hear you, so that works.
Yep. Well, I left the microphone on, I turned the camera off, and that way you guys don't have to stare at the back of my head.
Yeah. This is the rawness of learning how to do lives, guys, so bear with us. We're newbies.
Well, that's part of this. And the channel is meant to teach and to learn. So, even if you don't know what you're doing, try it. What's the worst
so we're
you can do?
educational?
Bad? So, alright, that got tied off. Get a pair of snips.
A parenting question, babe. Where's the step ladder?
Underneath Reptar.
Oh, Bruce, Dad has it. You gotta find something else.
Actually, no, it's right here. It's behind Reptar.
Oh, it's behind Reptar. You can go in the cosplay room and get it.
No, just go to the laundry room.
Or go to the laundry room.
In the laundry room where the water used to be.
Yeah, we talk about so much stuff in our house. Everyone's gonna know the blueprint of our house.
Huh? Half the people that get in our chat know our house.
Most of them, yes. I think the only one who hasn't that's in our chat is Se Wong.
Yeah. I would not be against Se Wong coming over.
Yeah. It's like the main commenter right now, Tater, is he knows exactly where almost everything in our home is.
He'll be here Monday.
Yeah, he will. Oh wait, did you try that pickle yet, Tater? Like, how was it? I was wondering about that because you were supposed to like try it in front of us.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just using the bent needle nose to like hook the stitch on the inside of the foam. Not even like pinching it, just hook it and pull it tight. Just like you would tighten your shoe, walk the lace down the line. But doing it very carefully so I don't break the string.
Let's see.
And if you guys see this blue thread on top, That's what's holding the zipper on. That's actually a heavier duty thread. That is actually high-tech fishing line. Unlike this green thread, which is just holding the skin on, which is a normal thread. Up. Half of it. There's half of it. I found it in the end. There we go. That's all tight.
I was waiting to see if my niece will try to. Okay, Tyler. So have you seen her yet to see if she will have it? That's a reaction I'd probably want to be curious to see too.
So now what we're going to do is the opposite direction. Work our way down. You might want to talk about what you're actually asking him about. Explain it a little.
Okay, for those who are going to watch later, what I'm asking Tyler about, or Tater88 in our chat, I got him as a joke for one of our other friends, Phil, a warhead brined pickle from Five Below, and it was sitting in our refrigerator for like a month or two, and I kept forgetting to give it to Tyler, and I finally gave it to him. He asked for another one for his niece, and I was just asking if they've had it yet. So I'm curious. And they're not I think they're under $5 at Five Below. Yeah, at least. Yeah, whenever trivia officially stopped, I think October, September, October, something like that. I was waiting for us to go to trivia again to just plop it on the table.
Drop that big old pickle on the table.
Yeah, just plop a pickle. And everyone else there just make their jokes.
Okay. So I've gotten this side all tightened back up. This bottom part was already pretty good. And I've tightened up to here, but that does leave me this gap right here that I need. Well, actually, I could use a little tightening on this bottom. Oh, and it's unknotted. Yeah, I definitely need to tighten that a little. So I'll tighten this first, and then I have this gap here that I have to sew. That's, I don't know, about 3-4 inches long. Let's see. 3 inches.
There is a lot of stickers here, but there's still a lot more in the tail.
Oh, that grass was not very live.
Yeah, I know. But that's what.
But it was very windy.
Yeah, that's what Antioch in June is.
Just dead grass and wind.
Yes.
Trying to kill Brock.
Yeah. I don't think we were. I think we were coming back from lunch when we saw that it was going up by probably the second time.
No.
When we finally said to get the straps.
We were about to go to lunch when it almost killed Brock.
Okay, and then you got the straps.
Well, we were about to go to lunch. I half modified, somewhat tied it down after Brock Jedi caught that thing in front of him. Yeah, Brock Jedi grabs the thing out from in front of him. And then we take it, and he just goes into singing a little song about it with his ukulele. I can't think of his name.
Andy. Well, I can't remember his last name. His first name's Andy.
We kind of stacked bags and tied whatever we could to it to kind of help hold it down. for the moment, and then when we went out to the car, we had like 1 or 2 straps, so we did what we could with that. And I'm like, wait, Phil has straps. So I got into Phil's truck, and that's when we actually got to strap the whole. I went around and strapped the whole thing good.
Yeah, that was the convenient part about it. The stage being outside, and he can just drive in and park his truck right there. You didn't have to go far.
But we wouldn't have needed him if he was inside.
True. That venue was.
Although I think I'm gonna fix up the red dolly and bring that with us now.
To
the
like
lay down dolly.
To what conventions?
So when we go with Phil and them, so that when we have speakers and all that, we can just stack it in there.
Oh, so Colossus Girl events.
Yeah. Well, Colossus Girl and anything else that we might need that for, like maybe LA. So
yeah, or
something I was thinking. I'll run it. Of course, we'll run it past Phil.
Yeah, Kaboom Con. I was thinking, what's the other one that's in Nevada, but it's not Colossus?
Kaboom Con. If I don't, I do believe Kaboom Con had conflict this year.
Yeah,
it was an overlap.
Yeah, it was the same weekend as a Colossus Girl one. That's in September.
Yeah,
like the last Colossus Girl one of the year, if I remember right.
Yeah, which kind of sucks, but
which means we probably have to split the team to do that.
Yeah, which if we even split the team, we might end up just all going Colossus if the short team or short group.
Yeah.
Group. So, but I mean, Kaboom's a good con.
It is. It was fun.
And there was some cool artists there. Like I got that little Chewbacca ferret looking dude.
Yeah.
There was some cool stuff there. That retro console place that had the thing that looked like an NES, but it played multiple systems games.
Oh yeah, it looked like
an SNES. Okay. Yeah, they're based out of down that area. That was a cool little booth. But yeah, throw this back on like that. But like, tell me I can do that and then not let me do that. Told me press this and this and it'll activate the camera to go off. And then I didn't want to do it.
Maybe it's the mouse.
No, on the keyboard. It says like press Control X.
Maybe it's the keyboard because sometimes it doesn't want to register when I hit buttons on it.
I did replace the batteries. That helped the keyboard a lot. I'm wondering if I need to do it to the mouse.
That's possible.
Then I have the new mouse in the cart. That's one of the things I have in there with the filament.
Ah, ouch.
Oh, anyone that's already on here, which is Tyler and somebody else.
Yeah, because there's two. I don't know who the other one is. They didn't name themselves.
If you go to Weekend Blender, then we are going to be having giveaway stuff. If you can show that you're subscribed to our stuff.
Yeah, we're biting Phil a little bit and like buying your affection for subs and follows.
Yeah. You want to give the stats on Weekend Blender?
Which stats? Like the dates?
All that.
Okay, so Weekend Blender is coming to Citrus Heights, California in the Sunrise Mall March 15th and 16th. So that's Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be there, plus many other featured cosplayers like Cindy Rue. Oh my gosh, I blanked on everybody. I know Cindy Rue.
You're the droid guy.
Huh?
The droids.
Oh yeah. Let me get. I'm gonna pull up their stuff right now. Give me a second, because I have the chat that says it all. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so we have Blacksmith Cosplay. They are awesome. They make their own stuff. Like they make the Power Ranger mix with
Samurai.
samurai armor. They're really cool. Tyrant Clan. They're the clan of the Mandalorians. They're
The
gonna be.
blacksmith guys are usually working on their stuff too while they're there.
Oh
So you
yeah,
can
they
see
always. Yeah, they're working on stuff. They're always working on a current project or doing what we're doing here, which is repairs and stuff.
rehab.
Yeah, rehab. And then Raya Cosplays and her sister Hayes Hobbies is gonna be there. The let me see here. I'm just going through everything.
Are the Rangers at this one?
They're gonna be there, but not. I don't know if they're being a featured guest. I know they're gonna be there though.
At least one day.
Yeah. Oh, Terror Dog Squad. That is one of the many Ghostbuster squads that are out here. Let's see, which group is this one? Oh,
They
of
actually
course.
have a little kid that's a pretty cool dude that built his own costume.
Yeah, he built his own like the pack
Proton
thing. I
pack.
forget what the name of it's called.
Proton pack.
Yeah. Our this amazing group cosplay dropouts, and they're going to be featured at this weekend's Comic Verse on Sunday in Sacramento at the Scottish Rite Center. They're featured there too.
And they always have 2 days of cosplay contest too.
Yes, each day at the Weekend Blender, they have a cosplay contest. They have adult and they have kids. It doesn't matter your costume. You can just sign up and there's always awesome prizes and stuff. And the feature cosplay guests typically are the judges. So
we might get pulled into there.
yeah, we might have a turn of doing that. We did it once in Tracy.
It is usually towards the end of the day, just so you guys know. So if you want to kind of schedule yourself around, the cosplay contest is usually a little bit later in the day. That way you can kind of schedule your day.
Let's see. Also, I'm looking at all the other featured guests.
The Lego booth, I'm pretty sure they're going to be there.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the vendors yet, but we do typically always have a Lego fig vendor there. They're normally at all.
I don't remember their group name though.
Oh, I'm a toy fig.
Yeah.
Toy fig, I believe. Also, as another feature cosplayer, Hummin H2. He's gonna be there. He's the guy that if you guys see him around in the big costumes, mainly the Juggernaut. He does all the time.
Is Odin?
Odin's not going to be at this one. Is not going to make it to this one.
That sucks. I like Odin.
I know. And Mara Scarlet, she's an awesome cosplayer. She always brings her guy and their little girl. She's so cute. She's adorable. And also, Pepper. I forgot. Pepper Jack is gonna be there. She's also gonna be a featured cosplayer.
Of course, Pepper Jack featured. That's good. She does good stuff.
Oh yeah, she does hella good stuff.
Costumes always look really good.
When you get to work from home, you get to have time to do that stuff.
There's a good chance Kevin will stop by.
Kevin?
Or Happy Hogan.
Oh yeah, Kevin. He's always coming around.
He usually comes by unless there's another event out of town that he's at.
Yeah. Also cosplayers Dennis and Callie. So they're a couple and they mainly do Spider-Verse characters. And see this other group. Let's see, which one is this one? Oh, I can't read it. Imperial Outlanders. They're going to be there too. So we're going to have a lot of Star Wars cosplayers and things there too, guys, and other cosplayers. I don't know
Usually
exactly
they're
what
the
we're
ones
gonna.
that have the Kid Wookiee too.
I think so.
The Jedi Kid Wookiee.
I think so. There's so many groups; it's hard to keep track, honestly.
Okay. A little off your topic, but just something to keep in mind, guys. If you have your fabric and you're going to go buy thread, bring a strap of your fabric with you, because these two greens are close, but one blends a lot better than the other. So if you pop this one and try to use this one, it's going to show a lot more than if you use that one. So
I'm going through the chat, guys, of everything when they're talking about for Weekend Blender.
hey, sit on.
Hey, Sewong, hello. How are you? We were talking about you earlier. All good though. Just saying, all positive. Tyler can admit to that it was all good.
Yeah. So when you are sewing something as thick as foam, like this stuff, throw me over here real quick. When you're sewing something really thick like foam, the normal little tiny needle just isn't going to cut it. You'll bend that needle, you'll stab yourself, and it will not be fun. So what you actually want is a leather needle. But the ones I really like are, I get these hooked ones. These hook-shaped leather needles. That's a little smaller one, kind of like these smaller ones. If you have, the thicker the foam, the bigger the hook you want. I do have a bigger hook somewhere in here. I even have some of these really big straight needles in here. But, yeah. These hook needles are, you want a thick needle is what you want, because the thin ones will break on you. And you can see this needle is fairly thick. And what that does is it gives you the force to get through the foam, because I do believe this is like 3/8 or something like that. It's measured by millimeters, but let's see, that's 1 centimeter thick. Are in our top, yeah, about 3/8. Cheat some. Let's see. Cheat the ruler of 8. Yeah, about 3/8. About 3/8 of an inch. So sewing through that can be a pain. So a couple things I use a lot when I'm doing it is, where are they? I use needle nose. I use kind of a wide one because it allows me to grab the piece and pull it back up, but I can control rotation and stuff like that as it comes up. The other thing that is really useful to have is a good thimble. Most people wear their thimble on their
Thumb?
on their pointer finger there, because you're supposed to pinch the needle and shove it through. I personally wear mine on my middle. Or my thumb, but it's hard to find one that will fit my fat thumb. The other thing that's super useful is, I just picked these up the other day from the sewing store. These are threading knives. These things will save you if you have to hand sew. Anyone that's ever fought putting a string into the needle, these are your godsend. So all you do You take that big old loop, that
Yeah, I'm like, we can't see that.
thin little wire loop right there.
Uh-huh.
That through the eye. There's different size ones. This literally has 3. It has this little chrome one here. It's kind of blown out by the light. And then it also came with a little purple one, which the wire is so thin you can't see. But once you have it on here, you can take your thread, put your thread through the big loop. Now that you have, fold it in half, and pull the piece back out, and it gives you this little like string loop on it. And then let go of the end and just pull in the blue piece, and boom, your needle is threaded. Now your needle is on the line, and you didn't have to lick it, you didn't have to fight it, you didn't have to cuss at it, and you didn't throw your stuff across the room to find that needle later in your foot. So. Also, another thing is thread is cheap. Make the lead a lot longer than you think you're going to need. Not so long that it's going to tangle, but make your tails longer than you think you need. I've noticed once you get to about 2 foot, it becomes kind of unmanageable and likes to tangle. I'm not a great sewer, but how I was taught is basically even up your ends, somewhat close. Make a loop, tuck it through, pull it into a little knot at the end, and then snip the majority of your little tails off so that you have that little tiny tail. And that gives you a thread with needle. And then once you puncture through the fabric the first time and you come back, you go through the end of the little loop down here by the knot and pull it tight, and it creates like a cinch knot around the piece that you're working on. So you want to go back down very close to where you started. It may not be the right way, but this is the way I was taught, and it works.
Well, who taught you that?
I think my mom.
I figured it'd be your mom or your grandma, one of the two.
I think it was my mom when she got tired of sewing patches onto my hoodie. She was like, "You're doing some of these too." Because I had a lot of patches on my hoodie. Not as many as my vest, but I did have a lot on my hoodie. So I'm sure you're wondering what we're doing here, Savon. So what we are doing is Reptar here. Well, Reptar needs some help. Reptar back here was all that thread was coming loose and the skin was starting to peel off. So I've tightened up this whole side. I had a section from the top down and then a bigger section from the bottom up. Same thing on this side, but it did leave me with a 3-inch gap that is unsewed on this side over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew up that part now. And then when we're done with that, we'll switch over to drawing up a blueprint for the skeleton. And yeah.
Ooh, this one's stuck. Ugh. I think a lot of them are still pretty embedded.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
anyone else going to Comic Verse this weekend?
I know Saewong said in Distance Learning chat he wasn't going to. Tyler, are you still in the chat? Are you gonna go? You gonna go and represent DN? Because I don't think James would be able to go. I know
Yeah.
Phil's doing something with his family for his birthday.
Which, happy birthday to all of them.
Yes. I'm here. Okay, you're here, but are you gonna go to Comic Verse? Not sure yet. Okay. Well, if I find out through Sat Geeks if they need more volunteers, can I throw your hat in the ringer? I mean, it's a free in. You get to meet Walter Jones and all the other amazing voice actors and actors that'll be there. That's just my main thing is meeting Walter. Yeah, sure. Okay. They might ask again because I have the meeting tonight, which is
Even
in
if you don't, it's fairly reasonably priced con, and
yeah.
I'm going a little bit later than she is. So if you need a ride, just let me know.
Yeah, and if you end up working it, then I'll be the one giving you the ride. Uh, nope, that's not it. Okay. Okay. So I guess I got some stuff for an event Sat Geeks is doing as well in April. We're having a Mad Hatter tea party, and I was just given the agenda right now for it. You know, boring stuff. You guys wouldn't want to know about it.
Okay.
Oh, there's gonna be dancing.
Wow, I cooked myself. So I'm doing kind of a step stitch right now. So what that is I'll stitch forwards, and then I'll go about half the distance back, and I'll poke it back up there, and then I'll stitch forwards twice as far, and I go about half back, and then it's a little bit better stitch than the one I originally did on it, especially for something like this. But this was very much a learning project. The fact that he's won 2 awards is just because he's freaking. It's Reptar. And when Reptar comes out, I mean, that's just cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, because also most of the judges are our generation, so they know who the fuck Reptar is.
Yeah. But that's not everyone, because when I wore this at Weekend Blender, I did get called, look, it's a T-Rex! Which isn't exactly wrong, but it's a particular T-Rex. And he's more of a Godzilla. I think I need to make a Reptar bar or something. I already got the cereal bling.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I always just tie my knot by running back through the circle and get tight. And when I have something like I do here to anchor it to, which I'm using the thread for the zipper as an anchor point, I will always Go around that one. I do need to find a better knotting method. This one does come loose every once in a while, which is what caused her slack in the first place. That's why we're tying a lot of them. Because if you can't tie a good knot, tie a lot of them. Like 20 bad knots, but almost as good as a one good knot. Alright, so this guy's all stitched back up. Let's check the bottom hole for the tail real quick here. I think that was all good. Yeah, that still looks pretty good. Yeah, that still looks pretty good.
Babe, you got me for about 20 more minutes.
Okay.
Or 15-ish, so I can be sure I'm...
Yeah, you're good. Check around my holes. Armhole looks good. Check the other arm. You guys look over this way so you guys see what I'm looking at. Armhole here looks good. I don't care about this kind of ugly edge, because when my arm comes through with the glove on, you can't see any of that.
Yeah.
I just care that it's not back and showing the white. There's the filament rod. This leg hole. Knocking everything down. This leg hole looks fine. So I think we're good with Reptar body. So Reptar, besides what you're doing over there, is actually Reptar is actually pretty good shape.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a lot longer to get all these stickers out of his tail, though.
Yeah. We can keep going on that off the screen, too. It's just something keep moving.
Yeah. But then I'm getting distracted because I'm getting stuff for my meeting, too. So I'm bouncing in between. I'm multitasking.
I guess we can do our new segment real quick here. Which means I am going to go big screen, little screen. Not you, big screen. Me, big screen. And go check out my package.
Not in a sexual way. Disclaiming.
Let's see. Ooh, smell the China.
Did it come from China?
Yes.
Was it Temu?
It legitly, no, it was actually Amazon. But it legitly at one point, right before it flew to US and got shipped to LA, it flew out of Shanghai.
Okay.
So, this thing's been Shanghai. And then, like, actually, it feels like canvas. It's kind of nice. When I was looking at the tracking confused me and kind of concerned me for a moment there, because it said it left Shanghai, said it arrived or passed customs, then it said it arrived in LA, then it passed customs, and then it said flight departed to Shanghai. I'm like, wait, why is it going back if it passed customs?
They got it mixed up with someone else's order.
Let's see. Okay, so that's one thing we're going to have to modify on it.
Oh, we have to mod already? Oh. So rivets or something?
But it is... I got to zoom out. I got to zoom all the way out.
Or do you need me over there to help?
Get a chance to see this whole thing.
Well, yeah, you just opened it.
Ah! Get off my shoe!
You gotta train that Snorlax.
Okay. Hopefully you don't die.
Yeah, please don't on live TV.
There's a giant banner for the back for when we go to cons and stuff.
Ooh.
It is good size.
Yeah, we have like our
really
own
nice
backdrop type of thing.
Yeah. Came out really good. Get a little ahead of the light there so you can actually see it better. Okay. Sketchy move. Step to the stool. There we go. Yeah. Ooh, big flyer. So now we have our own banner. We just have to add some kind of something for however we decide to mount this thing. Which I might do a PVC frame, or I might do one of those stands like the guys have. I have to look into it. This thing's pretty dope. I'm just gonna dredge it over our old one for now.
Our little flag.
Yeah. Like.
Thanks, Tyler. I know it's not as big as Distance Nerding, but still, it's a.
No, it's not quite as big as ours,
but it's like if people are wondering where our booth was, like just look for the unicorn.
Yeah. So when you come to see us, I plan on having the frame for that thing, so you'll see that thing.
So Tyler, you'll
see Reptar, you'll see BMO. I'm thinking taking the flag out there too. So.
Tyler, you're gonna have two banners, then you have to make stands for.
Two banners?
Huh?
Two banners to assemble, or?
Yeah, two banners.
Stands?
Yeah, the stands. Because he does distance nerding. He can do ours.
Yeah, but they already got their stuff. So it's literally just pop up for theirs. I actually have to create a stand for this or see what's out there for buying one. So.
Well, you're the Hydra Bob. You have to do all that stuff.
So I had a idea if I have time in June, which is kind of a sketchy thing to say.
Yeah, June
is busy.
Yeah, well, there's at least 2 or 3 things going on in June.
Sinister is, and that's busy enough.
Also, Weekend Blender and Tracy, Bruce's birthday weekend.
Yeah. So basically, I just have to get the thing done before Bruce's birthday. But one of the things I was thinking about doing is building a pinata.
I finished. Okay, did you have your treat? Have your treat, hurry up.
A yellow and green pinata.
Yellow and green.
But not Kite Man.
I wonder who would be of. Oh, we still need to figure out when exactly we're gonna have his party.
Well, yeah, we got a lot of scheduling we got to figure out.
Yeah, because especially I have an idea for food because it's very in tune with the theme.
Yeah. You can put up a schedule on social media, correct? Like.
Yeah, I can make one.
Events we're going to.
Yeah, I can make one.
We might want to do that for like the ones we are going.
Yeah, like
distance.
I was gonna say distance nerdy. The Long Fam Cosplay Comic-Con schedule.
Yep.
The other cosplayers put them up, but then some of them don't stick to it. Not Pickler or Frogman. No, not either one of them.
He looks more like he has a slice of pizza in his crotch. What did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
I accidentally got over the little thing and I'm like, here's all the news. Yeah. So I think I'm going to switch down to the table in a second here. And
Behold Hotel. Well, we don't really go to Anime Expo, say Wong, but thanks for letting us know. And other people who are watching or see it later and watch the chat, they'll know. So that's good to know. We appreciate that.
Yeah. So if you're going to that one the popular one, I would suggest go as soon as possible.
Or at least get your hotel, because apparently they're going.
Well, that's for hotel registration. Yeah. So go on there as soon as possible. Get your stuff booked up, and make sure it's confirmed. So, but I'm going to clear this desk real quick, and then we will switch down and we'll do the blueprinting.
Yeah, you got me for 3 more minutes, and I'm gonna say adios for the night.
So you have anything that you want to promote real quick before you leave?
Okay, so I'm gonna adjust my.
Do your wrap up.
Yeah, so my wrap up, guys. I mean, do you want to put me as a featured screen then?
I don't know
if I have control of it. Okay, so guys, as I'm about to take off on here, this Sunday is going to be Comic Verse in Sacramento at the Scottish Rite Center, featuring the main feature is Walter Jones. There's also a bunch of other voice actors from Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, and I don't remember his name, but the kid Power Ranger from Turbo, he's gonna be there. There's gonna be a lot of vendors. Cosplay dropouts are going to be there as a featured cosplay guest, among many other things. I'll be there either at the Sat Geeks booth or helping some other booth running around. Maybe I'll be tickets. I don't know yet, but I will be there. Bruce and Jeff will be there. So yeah, this Sunday, February 2nd, be there at Comic Verse. And then after that, we will be at Stockton Con, Valentine's weekend, February 15th and 16th. One of those days we will be in our Deadpools with the Power Ranger couple. So keep a lookout for us there and be the Council of Blades. I'm trying to think of all the big ones. In March, again, Weekend Blender in Citrus Heights at the Sunrise Mall. We will have our first booth there. Snack Geeks will have a booth there. Distance Nerding will have a booth there. So, among many other lots of featured cosplayers, like I mentioned off before, and a lot of other vendors. There's going to be some new vendors and a couple of repeats. Because I talked to Pete and I met up with him to get some flyers. So yeah, he's working. He's making sure that it's going to be a great show. As he always does. I mean, Pete's a really cool guy and he loves putting on these shows for people.
And if you got costumes, bring them down. You can get free pictures of Cindy.
Yes, that's one of the great things we also love is that Cindy Rue has a booth set up with the black drop cloth, and she will take your pictures for free. Takes her a couple weeks to get them uploaded to her website, and you can download them for free. I think the only thing you pay for is if you want her to print them and mail them out to you. That's what you pay for. Otherwise, you just download them for free and you have pictures. Even if you don't want to dress up in costume and you're just like, we need a good family photo, you can get a family photo. So, yeah, you guys can come down there for that too. And remember, the cosplay contest is both days. If you really want to enter it, have check the time of when it's going to be to see if you're going to be around that long or come back. Sometimes people do that too.
Sign-ups are usually at Cindy's booth.
Yeah, signups are at Cindy's booth with her sister there, and her sister's really sweet and very nice. Yes, tomorrow's a school day. Finish up that sucker and get in the shower. Also, let's see. In April, I'm gonna post more about it when I know more. But we've been sharing the flyer for it. The Sac Geeks is hosting a Mad Hatter Tea Party in Sacramento on April 12th. And more information with that will come along. We're gonna have a meeting tonight about that as well. So that's it for right now, you guys. I appreciate you guys, love you guys, and I'm signing out. See ya.
Bye-bye. All right, so I will actually put this one up. You'll probably see it a little better. So what we're gonna do is we are going to, hopefully, yes, you guys can see this once I start drawing. We have our Reptar, and we need to get him some structure to stand on. So I am going to do my best to watch the comments still. So but sometimes I get a little into it. So I like to do these when I need 3 dimensions. I do them very similar to how like an animator would. I'll give it a front view, a side view, and then I like to do a top view for something like this. Just because I have to. Oh, what has happened here? We have frozen on one of our cameras. Why? Why are you frozen? Unlock camera. Hey. Are we good? Hey, we have camera back. But I will do, like I said, side, front, and top view, typically. And then I'll do small part breakdowns. Because front and back typically are fairly similar. And then I like to do a little parts breakdown on there. So I would zoom in if I could, but I do not know how on this thing at the moment. The only one I know how to zoom, it's not aimed this way. But we'll start with the front view. I tend to build things in kind of a stickman and then build my object on top. But in this case, I need to do it kind of opposite. So I have a Reptar body that's shaped something like that. I have openings here, 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 and here, and then there's a hole in the back somewhere about there. So I'll hold this up where you guys might be able to see it. Oh, which way? That way. Maybe this one? No, that one's black. Okay, we're gonna go single screen. Or nope, I can't. That one's my audio. Alright, but anyways, sorry you guys can't see this better. I'm gonna try something real quick. That make it clear? I did not. Look at that. I did not either. Let's see if we can do. Hello. then we go this way. That made it a little bigger. You see it any better? It's very white. It's having trouble focusing, but now you can kind of see it. So that image that it froze on, you can kind of see it there. It little dash marks for any openings. Okay. Yeah, wrong screen. So there we go. You have the whole circle on the bottom there is the opening for the tail, which would be on the back. And these would be your leg holes, arm holes, head hole. So let's see what I can do. Oh. I'm gonna change this camera real quick. That way you guys can see it. Let's see. After this gets actually, I have Sharpie. Well, Milwaukee, but I will try to make it darker with Sharpie. Only downside to Sharpie is I cannot erase. But I am going to go to settings, and we will flip you this way, and there. Okay. Now let's grab the tripod, and we might be able to do this. There, you guys can see? Kinda? Sorta? Okay, so what I'll do is I will do pencil, and then I will go over with Sharpie once I am happy with the shape, so that you can see. Oh, that definitely makes it more visible. Probably move the cardboard to the top so we aren't inking up other pages. Okay. So tail hole. Typically, if you're drawing a blueprint and you need to know what's foreground, what's background, your background will be the dotted line objects. So I did not do that in this particular one. This is just kind of a rough sketch anyway, so I can figure out what parts I need. Right here is going to be gloves, so we can just leave that for sticking. And then we have legs here. They kind of bell shape into a foot. This is looking like R2-D2 as an egg. The heck? Can you guys hear the music, just out of curiosity? Okay, I'm good with those legs. I just drew on my finger. Something like that for the legs, and then there's toes up here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Not that those matter. And then up top here we have his head, which right about here is solid. So oh shoot, did it freeze again? It froze! You punk. Why do you keep turning off phone? Sorry, that camera keeps freezing. There. Okay, well, you guys didn't see. Ah! Earthquake. I don't know why it keeps freaking closing my screen up, but I guess I have to wiggle it every so often. But we have, this is about the line of the solid point on the top there. And exit point, legs, arms don't really matter there because, well, they're basically socks. So what we'll end up doing there is I will probably put a piece of pipe coming out and then put like a 45 and then some pool noodle on it. I'll split the back of the thing and just wrap pool noodle around there. Where's that comment? So, wish I could zoom in. Me too. We're working on it. We'll get it better. That's good, even better. Now it's good. Yay! Yeah. This. I don't know. I think it froze again. There it goes. I don't know why it is not staying active now, but it is. I think I do. There. Now it should stop going to sleep. I was in a menu. So, hopefully now it stops going to sleep on us. So what we're looking at here is we're going to build from this point first. We're going to use a 4-way connector right there. Because I want to build this whole thing out of PVC. So we'll put a 4-way connector there. I'm going to put a T to another T. This T is for the tail. This one will go out and then have a 90 going down into the leg hole there. And then probably another 90 with a little piece of pipe. And we'll just mirror this whole thing on the opposite side there. Again? This camera's not cool. Not my friend. Oh, now you want to do that. Alright, that upper camera is just being a total pain right now. Okay. So, what we're going to do, I'm just going to hold you guys so I can actually see it. So this little piece here comes over and then goes down, and then there'll be another 90. So that's a 90, a 90, and a T, and then we'll mirror it on this side. This T here will be more visible in the side view. But what we're going to do now is we'll come up with a pipe this way. And then now we'll go into that cross T there. So this can be a straight piece. And then we'll run a pipe out there and a pipe out there. And this is where things get fun, because once it comes up here, I need to put a T and a 4-way. One of them, and it'll be kind of an X shape. So when we draw the head over here, we'll have a box like this. You'll have a T fitting here, aimed down, And you'll have a T fitting here, also aimed down. And then you'll have a T fitting here that goes to the middle, and one that goes here to the middle, and then there'll be a T here that goes down. Underneath that, you'll have that thing like this, and that's and you have your T fitting coming down. And you'll have a four-way that comes over to a 90 and then goes up into those T's. What this does is it allows there to be support to all four corners of this, because there'll be support here, a support, and then there's a cross support here to keep it from rolling this way, and then the other support to keep it from rolling this way while it's sitting on a single pipe. So that whole mechanism will be right here, kind of like that. And that will actually rest all the way up here on this piece. So now the next part is, now that we know what our layout we want to do is, we need to count our parts. So we have a 90, 90, 90, and a 90. That's 4 90s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T's over here. I dropped you. Sorry. Craziness. I dropped you. My bad. Okay. So we have 5 T's and 4 90s. And then down on this one, we are adding 2 more 90s and a 4-way. So we're turning this into a 6. And we're adding 1 X. So then we come over to the body here. We have an X here. So make that a 2. We're not sure what we're going to have out. We're going to need 90s at the end of both of these for sure. And then everything, and probably a 45. So, no go sleep. So we'll bring that down, 45 it, and we'll figure it out. So we have 45 and a 90. So that's 2 more 90s. And then in the shoulders, so that makes that into an 8. And then we have the legs down here, which is a 2 90s and a T. So that's 4 90s and a T. So we need T's, 5, 6, 7. That turns that into a 7. And we need 4 more 90s. We're at 8. So that makes us scribble that out and just write a 12. So we're at 12 90s, 3 T's, added 1 X. We need another T to go back to the tail. So we'll turn that into a 3. And we will go, his back shape is something along that. No sleep for you. You are not in Brooklyn. That's kind of the body shape back there. So there's a split in the tail right here, where it's soft material. So my thought is we have our T here. We can 45, put a little pipe and 45 off of that to get out of here. And then I have this leftover rubber stopper, which I was thinking might work really well if I add another 45 at the end here. to give it a little nub for this to go on. Even if I would add a reducer to fit it in there, because this is pretty skinny. It had like a 3/4 inch OD pipe, so that's fairly skinny. That's for another. I took those off for another costume and added hoofs. But so we need 2 45s and some straight pipe there. So and we had 2 45s over here, so we need 4 45 degrees. Which means our part list is now made for us. Ah, I turned you off. I froze you, my bad. Our parts list is now made up here. So we have. It really only 76. Wow. Well, maybe. Okay. Well, we're going to have to wrap this up in a second here, but we have 4 45s. We need 12 90s, 3 Ts, 3 X or X's or 4 ways, however you want to call it, to build this skeleton. And I will get that stuff picked up this weekend. That way we can take our Reptar. Let's get some light on here. Our Reptar from over here. And make him look more like this Reptar over here. Standing up proud and tall. Alrighty. So I'm going to... That guy's going to freeze for a minute. Whoa! Switch to that guy. So I'm going to change cameras here and we will do some wrap up. Woo! Camera. Get rid of the stripies. Get the stripies. Alright, so go away. There we go. So just kind of a recap of what we got here. We got our blueprints drawn up here on the back of layout for something. I don't even know what that was originally. But we got our layout here. Maybe next time I'll bust down the overhead projector and we'll just turn off the lights and use that. Because yes, I am old school and I have an overhead projector right up there, like the ones your teacher had in school. But I'll get this stuff ordered up this weekend, or picked up for us this weekend, and we will have Reptar going soon. Yeah, definitely. I will definitely try it next time. We will see how it works. I might even try it off, see if it just blows out the camera, because that is a bright light. But so we will. I might even grab some parts for this guy so we can hang up our banner too. Make all our frames at the same time. I gotta see which route I want to go, because I might go PVC, or I might go with a just pop-up metal frame that you buy off like Amazon or something. But you guys can see us next week. We'll be back on Wednesday, and I don't know how much is left, but go watch Conversations in the Void. They should be on right now. That is Graveyard's podcast over on his channel. So see you guys next time, and enjoy. Whoa, what did you say? Octopus raid, waving octopus, waving red wave octopus. There's no octopus. Not in here. A rock lobster. All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys next time. Go check out Graveyard. Have a good night.